The best-selling novel by Timothy Tyson, Blood Done Sign My Name, is now on stage. It's a story about the true events of a racially motivated murder committed in Oxford in 1970. Actor Michael Wiley brings it to life at Kennedy Theater in Raleigh, and he joins me now. Michael, it's nice to meet you and to have you here.
It's very nice to be here.
So the story centers around Henry Merrow of Oxford, who was brutally beaten and killed, right?
Absolutely. Broad
For people
daylight.
who don't know it, let's recap the story.
Broad daylight. It happened in Oxford, just a few miles up the road. It happened in 1970. There were witnesses there, even a family member that saw these white men beat him and kill him. They were later acquitted. They did go to trial, but they were acquitted, and the community erupted. I mean, erupted. There were boycotts. There was a march from Oxford to Raleigh. Hundreds of black citizens and some whites marched from Oxford down to see the governor in Raleigh. And they told the governor that they were coming, and the governor was not there. And it sparked more violence, more protests. Some tobacco warehouses were burned down. And so my play moves through those events, but also the events of Timothy Tyson's life.
Who grew up in that community.
Who grew up
I think he was around 10 years old when this happened.
Absolutely, absolutely. And his father was a progressive Methodist minister in that town who was in some ways pushed around, not physically, but morally, folks trying to tell him that he didn't need to intervene. He didn't need to be on the side of the African Americans in that community, and yet his morals prevailed.
The story really still resonates, doesn't it? I mean, there's so many issues going on today.
Absolutely. Trayvon Martin. Trayvon Martin is an exact duplicate copy of this murder. The men go to trial. They get acquitted. They're lifted up by certain sections of the community as American heroes, much like George Zimmerman was lifted up in certain sections of the community as an American hero. And here, Dickie Merrow returns home from Vietnam fighting for this country just down the street from his own home and gets killed.
You are really passionate, I've read, about bringing educational theater to young people, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. I do plays about Henry Brown, the slave who mailed himself to freedom. I do plays about Jackie Robinson. I do a play about Emmett Till. It's called Darhee, which has also been made into a film.
And in Blood Done Sign My Name, it uses music to help tell the story, right?
Oh yeah, the book itself is a real gospel blues experience. If you read it, it's sort of lyrical in the way it reads, and I really wanted to bring that kind of experience to the stage. And so Mary D. Williams, who's a Mahalia-like gospel singer here in the area, accompanies me throughout the show. You don't want to hear me sing. Mary actually brings all of these wonderful freedom songs throughout the play. It's underscoring. Sometimes I'm silent and you just hear her voice. It's really powerful and beautiful.
Does the story provide any healing, or am I going to walk out really mad?
Oh, no. It provides it provides healing. Absolutely. Well, you couldn't have the gospel experience without it being healing, because that's what gospel does, right? That's what gospel freedom songs do. They motivate you and they heal you. And the play itself, even though the men are acquitted in the end, it looks to the future, and it puts the onus on the audience to make the change, to give us the hope. Those young adults in the audience and those older individuals in the audience, puts the onus on them to say, let's make this, let's not forget this history. Let's stop repeating it.
Right. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to talk with you, and best to you on the show.
An absolute pleasure. Thank you.
Blood Done Sign My Name is on stage through June 8th at Kennedy Theater in Raleigh. Get tickets at theaterraleigh.com.